Hello survivors and scientists, I'm the Survivalist, and we're back to Abiotic Factor now that the game has gone to its 1.0 full launch release. The last time we played the game I think was back sometime, I want to say October-ish of last year, of like 2024. We were waiting on an update to come back to it, and I never really did, and then I figured I'd skip that one, maybe I'll wait for the full release, but now it's here. We have the Hunter Call of the Wild decided to wrap up after the Bighorn Sheep curse broke me, as it is. But with coming back after so long, I think it's going to take us a little bit of time to smooth back into Abiotic Factor. For those of you who aren't familiar with the game, I gotta upgrade that, and then I think we can go in. I think we're going to keep our save loadout from the last time we played. Yeah, we can, so that's good to know. And because of how long it's been, I think this week is just going to be a bunch of catch up and try to figure out my bearings again with the game in general. Because for people who don't know what it is, or like have never watched the previous series and are like, what is this? It's basically, think of it like if you were in Half-Life, but instead of being Gordon Freeman, you're one of the poor scientists trying to survive and get through everything. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of my hang on my bearings and everything, and I'm kind of thinking maybe what we'll even do is try going through from the, like a full tour of the entire game again, in a way. I'm not going to start from scratch, but I think I'm going to, like, maybe walk through each of the areas we've been through and talk about, like, what I remember from them and such like that, because it has been quite a journey we've been on. I think I need to find a charging station, though. Okay, that's a crafting bench. I thought I had... Okay, right. That's storage. That, I guess, keeps a certain thing away. We definitely need this. I remember this being a instrumental when dealing with one of the nuisances when we reached it of, like, how we were doing. Yeah, okay, I've got a lot of my bearings together. But the good news is I at least see we've got... some ammo, so that's... Oh, right, I think I gotta do those up, lock those, that down. Okay, so I've got a bit of rebar bolts, some 12-gauge buckshot, and seeker quills. I've got a vacuum, I've got the diving suit, I've got a charging station. That actually might be what I'm trying to get here. Let's see, I think for the charging station, all I basically have to do is put it down and run a cable to it, and it'll work. So let me see, I think... No, not what I meant to do. Is it left click then? Okay, there we go. And then I think I need, that's what I need the power drill for. Charge that sucker up, or I guess make it. And then we want to take a plug from there, plug it into that. I'll take the the lightning spear, charge that on there, and get a little bit going there. So I've got that, I've got the crowbar, I've got the energy pistol, we've got the antique shotgun, we got the deatomizer, and I've also got a laser collector. There we go. Okay, so we got that. We'll package that and take it with us again. And have to see about just going through a few things. Like, yeah, we got our little game station. We've got the empty water cooler. I might want to see about filling that up. So let me go through a little bit and see. Like, okay, looks like I'm decent enough. How's our health doing? Okay, so we're hydrated, we're not hungry, we are a bit tired, but that's okay. We have weighted down on a stuffy suit. Crafting and research. God, there's probably a bunch of stuff to go back over and through. Enhancement bench, that's new. Might have to try to see about, like, putting that together. Deployable beacon, that's the only new thing there. Weapons and ammo, we've got a throwing quill. Oh, I guess they added some more harpoon spear. Dragging darts towards you, that's interesting. And a throwing dart. So it does look like they expanded the throwing weapons from last time. Armor and gear, we've got crystalline cask and stuff like that. Which I'll have to find things for that. A neutrino lantern. And a carbuncle balloon. Oh, actually reduces pack weight. That's interesting. There's a rain shower. Healing briefcase. There's a warming drawer and ice cream. Farming-wise, there is the beekeeper suit, and travel, we have the long jump pack. Didn't I have something like that? Oh no, I have the jetpack. I think I actually have that equipped right now, don't I? Wristwatch, hazmat suit, mountaineer stuff. And I do have the jetpack, okay. Yeah, again, I'm going to have a lot of just getting my footing and bearings all over again. And what? An upgrade view enhancement bench. Okay, so that might be something I do want to try making. Alright, a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff there. Just trying to think if there's anything particularly I want to try getting or making. I think... sledgehammer I got shotgun. I think I basically want to try finding a... we'll go for the cooking pot first, because what I believe I can do is we'll head back to the main lobby area if I'm to collect, like, a bunch of water and store it into the, water barrel there. Actually, one thing I should put back on our bar is... switch those around. Yeah, that and that. It's like, I do remember towards the tail end of, like, when we had last played, there were a number of things about the game that were really starting to annoy me, about, like, some of the design decisions and that, and I don't know if those have been changed up that much for, like, 1.0 release. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of a handle. You still are a bugger. Huh? And... I'm sorry, what the heck is that thing? I don't know if I've ever seen this before. The moving box. Oh. Ugh. Your feet are really creeping me out there, weird guy. I think I might just close the door on you. I don't know if you're like supposed to be a little helper or something, but... God, your feet are so creepy. It's like human-like. Okay, well maybe... I wonder if I could use him to get more stuff moved around a little faster, because I think I've only got the one soup pot right now. I do have the soup bowl. I don't know if I could use that to collect water as well. And what would I need to make, like, more, like, a soup thing? Oh no, cooking pot. That's what I was after instead. I would need a stapler of all things. That's one thing, is that there are a lot of quirky crafting recipes using, like, office supplies, because, again, you're basically just an office worker. I don't know. I don't know if I want to leave him here. See, I don't think I can do anything to him, and I think I'm actually damaging some stuff around here. Okay, well, as long as you're not taking stuff out of anything, I guess you can follow along. You are just a... He kind of reminds me from Don't Starve the, Chester. That's like the little eye bone that if you have in your inventory, he'll follow you around. He's like an extra little, item chest or inventory storage. I'm not sure when he got added, but we've got him, apparently. But I do think I will do that sweep of, like, trying to go back around areas we've already been before. Just so then that way I can try to get any resources we might need for more crafting, and see what we can put to, like, what places. I know I've also got, yeah, the skill trees have expanded a bunch more. I've still got the accuracy of the weapons I think I need to try getting up. Oh, right, that was one of the things, is you need to get 15 to, like, be able to use some things. And then that was a charging station, but I thought there was also... Wasn't there a trading kiosk here at 1.2? I really don't know. There's, again, so much that it's been a while that I don't think I'm ready to get to the new stuff that's been added since last time we played for a while yet. So I'm just going to do a couple more trips of that and then get back to... Again, I think the best thing is just to go area by area, kind of talk about what... Oh, ow. I forgot about the angry potatoes. Yeah, you're taken down. I don't know if I need any food from you right now, so we'll probably just leave it be. But I'll try to get my bearings slowly and steadily with everything that's going on. Reach the reactors is one thing, and then crafting bench is over there. Yeah, I'm going to try to top that up, and then probably just water the plants. Maybe collect the tomato just so we have that to eat. But there is a fair bit that I am trying to just, like, recall from memory about. I know once we get nighttime arrive, we'll have, I think, one of those security bots. Is he still? Yeah, the charging station's right there, so I think eventually one will respawn there. That guy's not too bad, although their later models have proved to be more dangerous to contend with. Yeah, so it looks like I got just a couple more trips and that'll be good. These I can probably rip apart because I don't think I have anything I can really do with them now. We've packaged all the... Oh. Okay, well, they still haven't done that. One thing is, like, it says press J to check your compendium about, like, a new thing registered. Yet it doesn't immediately take you to that page if you want to look at it. You gotta go manually. Attempts to contain or confine IS-0247 have been unsuccessful to date. While conventional architecture may restrict the enemy's movement for a few hours at a time, it will eventually remove itself even from zero-level containment locations. No known perforation dampening systems have impeded its movements. While thought to be an artificial creation, has noted tendency to accompany and mimic certain upright bipedal organisms. First identified in Gate Cascade Research Facility following the original Trans Recon Expedition Antiverse 1, appearing to have followed the TR team home. Entity was stored on its playthrough for an indefinite period. Its inner storage capacity is known to exceed our dimensions, touching non-Euclidean internal workings. Has potential for utility, the irregularity of appearances is a limiting factor. So in other words, it's hard to say if, for other people, or even the player, if it'll always be present for you to put stuff into it. So it's not something I think I'd want to put any really valuable things into. Yeah, well... No, and that's right, I also have the jetpack with what options we have there. I've got, looks like I think I have a, yeah, I do have a night light, or, well, headlamp. And I don't think I can access or use the sinks here for water. No, that's empty, and I do remember using the toilet minigame. That little thing is still there, and I do think there was also something I was actually saving our waste for. I think you need to make them for, like, planting soil or something like that. Again, some ways I feel like I'm a complete alien again to the game, and there's so much I'll have to try getting my bearings back for it. But we'll see about probably trying to make that enhancement bench. And, okay, it looks like... Yeah, we got the mag bow, we got lightning spear. I was just looking to see if there's anything else I could, like, do enhancements to. The energy pistol actually does seem to have something along with the X-ray lamp. And I do remember the annoying guy that keeps following us or, like, popping up every so often that only the X-ray device will, like, get rid of it for a little bit. That's actually one thing I should check and see if there's any, like, permanent solution to him. Because, like, it wouldn't be so bad if he was only, like, a pop-up in certain areas of the map, but he goes with you everywhere, and you don't know where and when he exactly pops up.
Could use a short nap.
It becomes a case of where you can basically want to have the the X-ray lamp always in your inventory in order to counteract him, because it will kill you after enough appearances. It's not just a passive, he'll float around, do nothing. After so many appearances, it turns aggro and will just immediately come and kill you. Okay, that's in order, so I don't think I need this anymore. So we'll store the soup pot back in what I think is our food container. We've got water there, so we're good on that. Food-wise, I think we're okay. So now, let's just get ourselves some sleep. And yeah, I remember this one about just passing time with a little bit of a mini-game. Okay, there we go. We got some sleep in. And let me see about storage, because, you know what, there are probably a few things I can store away as well. But, my god, everything, it is just a mess here. Maybe I should look trying to make up, like, some more proper storage containers and having them with dedicated assignments. Because, like, coming back to this is a nightmare. Furniture and benches, I don't know if those are... Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, so I need some reinforced wood planks. And I do like one thing's included about the game was that you could go back to the previous recipe you were looking at and content, and that gives you an idea of like why you were making something in the first place. So you know what, maybe we'll try doing... I do want to have things in access of that. So now let me just see about trying to reorganize some stuff for now.
This sector will be powered down momentarily. If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider this your top priority. Have a wonderful and productive evening.
Yeah, it's a little bit messy right now with the loot bags, but they should, I think, last a little while until I can get this more in order. Yeah, sure, you sit there. Alright, R rotates you. Okay, let me give a little bit of room in case I do have to, like, pull more cords that way. So that right there. Oh, actually, hang on. Yeah, I'll take all that for now. Throw those over, because they do have, like, the radioactive components to them. Actually, I think I gotta package that up. Okay, try to put everything I can from there. Store all same type. I think that's what I need to try doing. Though I don't know if I'll be able to with just how much we got. Okay, we'll make up a couple of these. Oh, that actually worked out pretty well. Okay, throw all that in for now, just that way we don't have anything like disappear on us. Take all that. Now, maybe we'll try making this weapons. I don't know if I actually have anything like a label maker to, like, be able to assign or rename this. Yeah, no, nothing like that. Okay, so I'll just have to go off of, like, my memory for, like, what will be for what. Put that there. Get this put together now. Okay, we'll say this will be for weapons. We'll throw those over. I may throw that too for now. That's a weapon. I think that's about it for weapon-wise, so we'll throw ammo there for now too.
All vacant perforations
Oh,
will be reset.
I do have biometric arm wraps.
2, 1. Reset complete.
Okay, I don't think that's anything else there, so maybe we'll try for, like, resources-wise. Okay, that should be good for that one. Take all that and keep working. Okay, that... No, that's a bit of ammo. I know it's not the most exciting. It's probably going to be a pretty bland return to the episode, but it is what it is. Okay, what we'll do is we'll try to make... maybe we'll make this like the armor. The armor container, because I don't think I'll have too much armor. Like that. Oh, that's another weapon there, so we'll throw that in. Sort that. Fire proximity suit we'll store in there too. I might as well throw that there. Okay, that's all there. Try to take all that I can. That's resource, that's resource, that's resource. That is. Sensor is. Those aren't. Pens are. Books probably are, so that's good there. Okay, another loot bag cleaned up. Stapler is, that is. Antivirus gel probably is, that is. That likely is. So that's in order. That's that. That's ammo, that will go somewhere else. That is resource, that's resource, that's resource, that's resource. You, again, I want something that permanently removes that until, like, you choose to bring it back. Okay, let's see. That's resource, that's resource, that's resource, that's as much as I can carry in that. So now, actually, let me see. Do I have, like, a little health? Okay, that's more resources. We'll throw those there for now. Oh, I do see something else resource-wise I can throw in. Oh, right, that's full up. That's why I can't do anything more for that. So let's move that over. Where was it? There you are. Now I'll put that one on top of here. There we go. Everything's back in order. So, resources, 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 resources. I think that might actually be a resource. I think we got the little box guy still hanging around, but that's okay. Yeah, that's... Oh, no, not that one. That one there. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll put those things kind of into armor. Okay, that at least cleans up a little bit more so far. That will move in a little bit. Take everything there for now. That's weapon, that's weapon, that's weapon, that's weapon, that's weapon, that's weapon. That's ammo. That's ammo. Sort that. Yeah, hi, little box guy. Actually, you know what? As much as you creep me out a little bit, you're not too bad. We'll try to find use for you in a little while. Okay, right. So that's another weapon. That, I think, is it for that. We'll throw that in. That in. I think that's about it for that. I'm actually thinking, you know what, maybe... You make a lot of weird sounds, little guy. Oh, I'm actually surprised how fast construction went up from that. Okay, so you know what? Maybe this will be like tool utility. Things like these keys we picked up, the repair kits.
Feel my blood sugar falling.
Yeah, we'll get some food in a minute. Oh no, neutrino emitter I think is... Do we have that in one of these? No, I was probably going to put it in one. Okay, that over there. So that's an order. There's nothing in that one. No. Okay, I guess the game just lagged up for a moment there. So now let's take all those and see what we can store up here. Okay, so that's resource, that, and that. Backpack can go in there. That's more weapons, those two can go in there. Sort that. Take that. And take all of that. It's slow going, but it is at least going to help us out in the long run, I'm hopeful for. Yeah, so now we can put our resource box right there, too. Okay, and we've got a repair station. Right, so that's resource. That's full, that's empty now. Okay, that cleaned that up. We'll get that picked up, switch that around. That's in place. Even package that up and move it to... There, something I think I had always meant to do, but I just didn't have the time for, like, thinking of doing it. And now that is a... Oh, well, I guess thank you for picking it up, but I was actually going to do that myself. But it's kind of handy to have this little guy with us. Okay, this, we'll swap that out. Maybe we'll put it... And we'll put that toolbox probably somewhere around here. Yeah, sure, we'll do that just because everything in here is, like, radioactive. There, that's an order, and then I think everything in this box is just food. Or food-related. Oh, almost. Quill rifle's not. That can go into our weapons. Oh, here we go, I can... There we go, that's where... I thought there would have been a way to, like, label... Oh, that's actually nice, too. You can see right on there. Okay, so this will be resource bin 1. Resource bin 2. The tool bin. Oh, I can even write on those. The armor bin. Yeah, that is handy. It was probably there for a long time and I just never used it. Okay, there we go. So that's all set up. That'll help a lot more. Oh. Ah, okay. Looks like we might be doing a little bit more changes, too. Because that is ammo, weapon, weapon. Maybe we'll be able to fit it all in, actually. Oh, shoot, not that. I meant to sort, not take. Okay, that's there. Armor bin. We'll throw the lab mask in there. And I think that's it for that. Tool bin. We can throw the repair kits in. I've got a bit more ammo. Okay, I might have to make another little bin for that, but that's alright. That one is full. That one's full. That one's got some room to it. Yeah, so we'll package you. And swap those around. Come here, little guy. I just need you out of the way for a moment, if you don't mind. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Alright, so we'll toss that in. And you know what, from here we'll take all the ammo out and just keep this as weapons. There we are. Now I'm hoping in the long run that'll help us out a fair bit more when it comes to like anything else we have to do. And let's get a little bit of food here. Right, I gotta be careful, I just meant to harvest that. Yeah, looks like I might need to figure out a good lasting means of dealing with our food situation. But I do also have a super tomato. Okay, that at least handled that. Okay, there we go. Those are topped up. We'll fill that up, so that's good again. Ooh, forgot we had. Okay, right, so that uses the rebar bolts, the secret quills. I think that's for the Exors, like the quill rifle. So maybe that I'll store away in the ammo bin for now, too. So that's all that in order. That is all this. Sigil of Hearth might not be bad to hold on to for getting more ammo. So yeah, everything looks mostly alright now. I do have a few random things in here. But nothing I think is too urgent, so... Yeah, this episode was just getting a little reacquainted with the starting area. You do basically drop in here out of the vents, I believe it is, and then start completely from scratch. And now, next episode, we'll start touring the facility proper and seeing about, getting some stuff done. I also do have, like, recipes I should try to figure out and make up. But there's also... Oh yeah, pest trap. Deployable trap to catch pests. I think you can actually have one as a pet if you wanted to. Tripwire mine, Symphonous Scarecrow, Shock Trap. But yeah, that'll do for this episode. I know it was pretty boring just trying to go through and get everything in order, but I'm hoping with that we'll be able to, like, get a few more things done a little bit more neatly in the future. And the one I think I want to look at making up will be... not the long jump pack. It was furnitures and benches. Yeah, it's the enhancement bench. Which looks like it's going to need a fair bit for it to go through and be made up. Maybe that's something we'll try to get as we also, like, just go through and see what resource we can pick up again, because we still have an awful lot of stuff all about here, and more bin storage too for it. Yeah, everything looks okay. We've got our new weird little box buddy who was somewhere. So I think we are good to end this episode of Abiotic Factor right here for today. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of our return to the series. If you did like the video, as boring as it was, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.